Hello everyone, welcome back again. It's been a long time. My name is Sere and I'm the developer of Sandbox. You know, it's a system for Foundry VTT with which you can play any TTRPG and make your own sheets and systems for Foundry VTT. It's been a long time. First of all, I would like to thank you all for your support. Many things have changed. First one, now I've got a Patreon, so if you want to support me and my work, you can do that there. Second thing is we have changed a lot of things, and thanks to your help in by testing the tool, testing the software, we've been able to include a lot of functionalities, and all the patrons have been tremendously helpful, voting for new functionalities, testing, and giving support. And thanks for all of you that you've been testing and trying Sandbox and giving your feedback in our Discord channel, server, or whatever. Okay, so what I'm going to do today is a little tutorial. More than a tutorial, I'm going to build a system from scratch, with the objective of refreshing a lot of knowledge for all of you and showing all the things that now are outdated because of the tremendous amount of changes that we've included. So let's get into it. Yeah. So we're going to build an OSR. Let's go for an OSR. Remember that for Sandbox, enable for you to be able to use it in Foundry, you'll have to go to Game Systems, Install System, and you'll have to look for Sandbox here. You'll be able to install it. Yeah. So let's create a world. It's going to be called OSR Test. The folder is going to be called OSR Test, Game System, Sandbox System Builder, and we create the world. So where is it? Here it is. We click on Launch World, Game Master, and we join the session. Okay, let's create a dummy scene in one for all our testing purposes. Okay, so first time you open Sandbox, you'll see this box here, DC, and you'll ask yourself, what is that? Well, that is the difficulty. So in many games and systems, you will need a difficulty, and you'll need it. You need to input it somewhere, and this is one of the places to do it. Yeah, we'll look about that later, more in detail. So what do we need in Sandbox in order to build our own system, our own TTRPG? So to build our OSR, what we'll need to do is, first of all, we need a template. It's the first thing we'll need in Sandbox. The template is an actor that will contain all the information and structure of our character sheet. Yeah. So we'll have to come here to actors and create an actor. And this will be called PC template. Sorry. Template. Yeah. And as I said, this is going to be our template. It's going to contain the structure of our character sheet. So we have to click here on template. Yeah. Here it is. So by default, Sandbox shows us the following tabs. You can change the order or show or hide the tabs by clicking on here. But as you can see, we only have 3 tabs. First one is the bio tab. It's very useful for information or for the biography or whatever you want to include in the character or template. But the most important are config and tabs. In config, here we're going to set a couple of options. So I want to hide the bio tab. You see, I unclick it, it doesn't show anymore. And I want that to happen too in all my actors in the future, all the actors that will follow the same rules of the template. Also, I want to have 3 maximum visible tabs here. So if I have 4 tabs and my max visible tabs is 3, I'll have to click here to show the 4th one. Yeah, clear? Okay. Let's ignore this token option right now. We'll focus into that later. Let's go for tabs. Here we'll need to include the tabs of our character sheet. More about that now. Let's go to item directory and let's create 2 folders. One going to be template and the other one is going to be compendium. Why am I doing this? It's just a sorry, I can't see with the microphone, my keyboard. It's just a standardization that we've introduced in the Sandbox community about how to organize the folders, but don't worry about that right now. So as I said, we are inside templates and we're going to introduce a folder called tabs. You don't need to build all these folders, okay? This is just best practices that we've introduced in the Sandbox community. So tabs, I'm going to introduce my first tab, which is going to be called data. Yeah, it is going to be a sheet tab. Yeah. Okay, so what is a tab in Sandbox? So it's one of those 2 things that you can see here. Yeah, config and tabs. But it's one of the things that our character sheet will display. I'll show you with an example. Tab key. Remember, Sandbox, every element in Sandbox needs a key, which is a unique identifier. So this is the data tab. Yeah. Title, data, it's going to be public, details, and let's forget about panels for the moment. So with this tab, I am going to drag it into my template. So what did I do? In essence, I created a template actor. This template establishes how all my actors are going to look like. Yeah, and what I've defined is that all my actors in my system are not going to have a bio tab. They're going to have maximum 3 visible tabs, and one of the tabs is going to be called data. Yeah, so once I introduce everything I want in my template, I need to rebuild it. Let's rebuild it. Click and rebuild. Foundries refreshes automatically, and now we can create our first actor as a test, and let's see if it will follow all the rules that we've established in the template. Now I can see a bio here. I can see a strange tab called see items here. Well, this is because we have not established the template that the actor follows. So if I click PC template, you see bio has disappeared. Yeah, and we can see the tab data, which is empty. We haven't included any information. And see items. See items is a tab by default that all the actors are going to show. More about that later. Let me include some token for this for my testing. This one will do. Whoa. Okay. All right. So this is our actor. Let's keep working on our PC template. Now we're going to be building a OSR. So one of the things that we're going to need in our template, in our sheets, is panels. So panels will contain properties, which are the main information elements that Sandbox has. So let's create here panels. create the folder, and inside the folder I'm going to create my first panel, which is going to be called info panel. Type panel. Here it is. As always in Sandbox, everything needs a key. And the key must be unique and only one word. You can't have spaces or anything. Yeah, only one word. Title, no title. I want no title here. You'll see why now. The width is going to be 1. It's going to occupy all the width of the character sheet, and it's going to have 3 columns. That means that can contain 3 properties. So let's create our first property. For that, I'm going to create the folder properties. I'm gonna move this here so I can see the keyboard better. Okay. Capital letter. That's better. Okay, and here we're going to create our first property for an OSR. Is going to be level. Properties are the main tool of Sandbox. So they also have a key, and this one is very important. So I'm going to have level as a key. We have a lot of options. You can look at our old tutorials because this hasn't changed. Simple numeric, yeah. And the tag is going to be level. Default value is 1. This cannot be editable by the player. And the label size is fit. Yeah, why not? And that's it. That's it. So this is our first property. We drag it to the panel, and at the same time what we're going to do is open our tab and drag our panel inside our tab. So if you look at this, the tab has inside the info panel has inside the level property. So this is kind of a matryoshka doll, yeah. So you include one thing inside other. So you have the template, inside the template tabs, inside the tabs panels, and inside the panels you have properties. This is how Sandbox works. And here in the template we have data. Yeah. So let's see how this works. Let's rebuild the sheet because we changed a lot of things in it, and let's see how test works. Oh, we open test. Here is our level, but why is it empty? We told it to have a default value of 1. Well, that is because right now in Sandbox, all the existing actors that you have in your system prior your updates of the template are not going to be updated in terms of new properties. So if I introduce new properties in my template, every existing actor that drinks or that is linked to this template is not going to have that new property working properly. Why did I do this? While we establish and settle Sandbox and we try to stabilize it, it's better to have it this way so we don't have massive data updates or massive data overwritings, because that could be dangerous if you've spent a lot of time building your systems, and something like this, like introducing a new property, can affect your system that much. So I promise once we have everything clean and working properly, I'll change this. In the meantime, if I want my existing actor to reflect the changes of its template, so what we do is change the template, link template back to default. We close, we open back again and change it back to the PC template, and voila, here it is. Okay, why is this? Because every time we change the link template, the actor calculates everything and it checks that every missing property that is not inside the actor gets rebuilt again. Okay, so we have the level. Let's add more properties to our OSR character sheet. So let's add a background. Yeah, a background field. This background field. Whoa, what is this? No, cancel. Sorry. So this is going to be. Oh, why can't I write? Oops. Something's. Oh, okay. Sorry. Okay. Back. Something strange with my mouse. Background default value anything. Tag background. And again, I'm doing this very quickly because you have previous tutorials that they're still relevant, and this information on how to create properties is correct there. Background, okay. So in our panel, info panel, we're going to introduce background, which is a simple numeric. And finally, oh, now let me change something here. So the label size is going to be fit, but the input size is going to be medium. Yeah, and we're going to create another property, which is going to be experience points, XP, going to be a simple numeric, XP, and the size is going to be medium. Default value is 0. Okay. Let's go. Let's rebuild. Okay. Here we are. So you might not remember this, but simple numerics didn't have multiple input field sizes, but now we've added the medium size. Yeah. So if you have, oh, wait a second, I need to do same thing. Okay. So if we need a numeric field with a lot of digits, this is the best thing to do it. Background X soldier, something like that. Yeah. Okay. Now let's continue building our OSR. What else? Yeah, the main traits. Let's go for the traits. We're gonna build another panel. I didn't include any music. Why did I do this to you guys? Oh, okay. You're gonna get bored with only my voice. Okay. No, it's not nice. Okay. It's fine. I hope so. I can't hear myself. Okay. No. Sorry for wasting your time with something like this, but what I'm going to do is playlist importer. That's it. Save module settings. Playlist import. Begin to import. Yes, fantastic. And this way, conversation. Oh, fantastic. Close. Okay. Okay. All right. Now, what was I doing? Oh, yeah, I was going to build a new panel. This is going to be the traits panel. No, not traits. How am I going to be attributes panel? That's it. It's going to be a panel. Add panel title attributes, the width is going to be, I always have problems with this, 1/3 I guess. It's going to have 2, yes, 2 columns. And let's go for the properties. I'm going to build the strength property. Going to be strength. It is going to be a simple numeric, default value 10. Key is going to be strength, no tag, so it doesn't have a label. Input size small, not editable by the player, and that's it, I guess. Yes, so let me drag this here, and the next property I'm going to create is going to be str, and this one is going to be key str. No default value. This is simple numeric. Did I do this? Yeah, simple numeric. Tag is going to be str and non-editable, no default value, yes label, and it's going to have an auto value. So in our OSR, let's say that our attribute strength, if it goes beyond 12, if it goes beyond 12, the bonus is going to be +1. If it goes beyond 15, it's going to be +2. Yeah, how do we do that? With the role expression percentage. So let me see if I can show you in a better way. Let me create an entry. Maybe I can do it this way. So this expression will allow you, as you know from previous tutorials, to work as a table in a way. Yeah. So if I introduce strength this way, remember that at allows you to link to the value of a property. In this case, strength. What did I do here? Whoop, no. Oh. Okay, sorry. Then if I put a comma and I say if strength is 0, the value that I'm going to return is 0. If strength, as I said, is 12 or higher, the value that I'm going to return is going to be, as I said, I think I said 1. And if it's 15, it's going to be 2. This is a formula that we're going to introduce here, and that is the auto value. It means that this property has an auto value. We can't edit it because it's auto calculated and is based on the strength property. You'll see this now better. I mean, if I drag str here and we rebuild the template and we do this default. Oh no, sorry, I forgot about something very important. Our tab only has the info panel. We need to introduce the attributes panel. So let's rebuild the character sheet again and PC templates, and here we are. Okay, as you can see, we introduced the attributes panel. So here we're going to have all our attributes: strength, dexterity, constitution. So if I change 10 to 12, you see strength value changes to 1. Yeah. If I go to 15, as you can see, goes to 2 because we introduced that formula. So 17 stays to 7, goes back to 0. Yeah, I'm going very quick because you have all this info in previous tutorials. I mean, in this regard, nothing has changed. What else? Let's continue. Yeah, by building this character sheet, we're going to learn about more stuff probably, and the things that we've changed in Sandbox. Okay, so let's build, then properties. Oh, I should introduce here more folders. So the attributes folder will have strength, and here, and this folder is going to be called basic info. We're going to introduce background, level, and XP. Fantastic. Now let's duplicate strength, and this one is going to be dexterity. So we change, the only thing we have to do is to change key. Yeah, let's duplicate str, going to be dex, and this is going to be related to a different key. Let's continue doing this. Now we need constitution, change the key, rep. This will serve as a good reminder or as a quick building process for a character sheet. Yeah, most of you will know how to do this from previous videos, but it's always useful. I think I didn't change this in dexterity, obviously I didn't. Okay, 3 more to go. We do the same with strength, and the next one is intelligence. Hope I didn't misspell this. Okay, duplicate this again, int, we're getting there. Wisdom now, getting there. Wisdom now, wisdom, that's it. Wisdom, yeah, that was right. This, okay. Wisdom, and finally getting there. Charisma, copy, and oh, sorry, I wrote that in Spanish. Okay, sorry. Charisma with CH. Where are you? Oh no, I did that perfectly. Wow, fantastic. Okay, so now in our attributes panel we need to introduce everything in the right order. So we drag dexterity and then dex, constitution and now con, intelligence and now int, wisdom, no, sorry, not this one, wisdom and now wiz, and charisma and now ka. Okay, now go back to our template, we rebuild, we go to default, we close, we open, we go to the template, there it is. Now let's see if they all work. So if I go 15 here, dexterity goes 2. If I go 12 in constitution, it goes 1, 12, 1, 12, 1, and 12, 1. Fantastic. Now this is a question I get a lot. Yeah. So how to align properties at each row? Okay, this is easy. I'll tell you how. Remember that something I didn't explain earlier. The main attribute, yeah, doesn't have a label, yeah. So this is just number. The label is hidden. This label str is from the auto property. Okay, now going back to the question, how can I align all this? A really common question. Okay, I can align those by establishing the same width of the label. So here in the label size, if I say small for all of them, strength, dexterity, constitution, intelligence, wisdom, and charisma. And we build. As you can see, now they're aligned, but there's some problem in here. As you can see, all the labels are aligned to the left, and I don't want that. How can I change that? Okay, that's easy. In the panel. So the settings of the panel will allow you to do that. The content alignment is going to be center, and the label alignment is going to be center too. So we rebuild again, we open the template, et voila! So we still have some room to the left and to the right. And I guess that if I change the width of panel to a 4th, I think probably it will look better. Et voila! And that's it. It looks great right now. It's already 30 minutes now. Oh my god, I haven't been able to talk about anything. So let's do this. This is going to be the first video in the series of building an OSR. Yeah. So through this series, we're going to see all the changes in Sandbox. We're going to refresh all our past knowledge. We're going to go very quickly in order for you to see, as I said, to refresh past knowledge and also to look at more stuff more quickly. And yeah, let's finish this one here, and because I don't have more time, and I'll record the second episode very soon, and we'll check at tables. What are the changes in tables, if there are any? And if we have some time, we'll build those tables and those C items for the race, for the class, for the traits, and the table for attacks down here. And that's it. Thank you all very much. If you want to support me, you know Patreon is the place. You have it down here. And see you very soon. Bye.